Hey everybody, welcome to this video guide for Assassin's Creed Chronicles China on the Xbox Series X. Today we are completing Memory 7 and we are going to be getting the highest score possible, which is a score of 1200. And to do so, we are going to need to complete the secondary objective, which we are going to talk about in a little bit, and we are going to make sure we complete every encounter with a Shadow Gold rating. So let's get started with this memory.
I am the blade in the shadows, my prey is Weibin. I shall walk into darkness and strike swiftly. No one will stop me in my hunt. Then I will kill your master.
Alright, now after the opening cutscene, we are going to get started up on the memory. The secondary objective requires you to kill the hand cannon bodyguards. There are 3 of them across the map, and as you go through the level, you are going to encounter all 3 of them. But my recommendation is to just avoid them and continue on with the level like normal, not even focus on them. Because at the end of the level, we are going to be encountering all 3 and they are going to be very easy to take out. Very little obstacles in the way of them. All you need to do is get to the area that they're at and you can assassinate all 3 of them extremely quickly. So personally, I'd recommend that you just avoid them entirely. Alright, now let's go ahead and get started with the memory itself. In this opening area, we are going to be using the pillars to hide behind. What we're going to do is head to the middle pillar and just let these 2 guards turn back around, pass by us, and then we are going to continue on. You can go to the 3rd pillar, but that is a bit risky and you need to get the timing just right. So I'd recommend that you just wait at the 2nd pillar. Once they turn around, you can go pass by them. And then once you get to this section here, the timing needs to be pretty good here as well. You're going to wait for both of their cones of sight, whatever you want to call them, to look away from this bush. Then you are going to use a noise dart to distract the guard up there. Then use a firecracker on the guard down here so that way you can get through it very quickly. If you want, you could wait for their timings to line up so that way you can find an opening. But this way is much safer and just less risky. Normally succeeds for me, so I'd go with that. Then once we get to the top here, we are going to use a firecracker on that guard that is looking down because we need to pass by. That's the only way we can, right? And then once we get to this window here, you can fill up on ammo. I think that might be noise darts. It looks like noise darts to me. You can do that, but I didn't feel the need. Then we are going to go above these 2 talking guards. We're going to wait for them to just look around like they do. They're on that cycle. Once they go back to talking, we can continue past them and then drop down behind the one on the left. So just give it a second, let them start talking once again, and then we are going to continue onward. Now let's get into the room over here. Once you arrive in here, we are just going to go upward until we reach the top of this tower. Once you get to the top, head over to the left and jump off the sync point. This is when we are going to encounter our very first bodyguard, who, remember, you don't need to kill yet. You just end up risking yourself for no reason in the end. So this guy is kind of easy to take out, but personally, I'd just say don't pay attention to him, continue on with the level because we are going to encounter enough bodyguards at the end so we don't need to focus on him right now. Alright, now that we are avoiding that bodyguard, head down over here to the left. We are going to go into this window once the guard with the noise radius is not looking out of it. We're going to go into this window here, then move over to the left hanging off the window. Both of the guards on the left and right are going to be looking out the window. Then once the guard on the left is looking away and starts walking away, we are going to be crouched behind him and then following his back, going out the window that he just passes by. Once it is clear on our left, we are going to continue on further. And at this point, you do have a checkpoint, so there's no need to worry. You won't need to repeat that. Just continue on into the hiding spot here. Once you're in the hiding spot, you need to make sure you time it just right because you can't do the dodge and evade thing where you roll into the next hiding spot. You have to exit and duck underneath the wind chime. So time it just right so you have enough time to get past. Then we are going to distract the guard on the left with a noise dart while both of the guards on the right are looking at each other. So there are no cones that are looking at us and we can just pass by really easily. Now once we get to this section here, there is another bodyguard up there for us to take out, but really this is even harder to get than the first guy, and it is also harder to get than the 3rd guy, so just avoid them, go past them. We are going to be killing him later on in the mission. I don't even know how you kill that guard without getting spotted, so let's just continue on. Stock up on some noise darts over here if you need any. Head up to the top here and we are going to be timing our jumps just right. You actually can get spotted by the guards on the bottom If they look at you just right, they'll catch your feet if you're jumping like this. So make sure they are both talking to each other and they are looking away. If they do end up spreading out and you are in the middle like I am here, just wait for the guard on the left to just head back into the center. He is a bit difficult to sort of predict the timing of when he turns around and all that stuff, so just do your best to avoid him and then jump across. Once you have made it to the other ledge over here, you can actually drop down because you are out of the noise radius, given that the guard on the left is far enough away. Once you make it to this section here, we are going to quickly be stunning the guard in this area here, and then we are quickly going to go past them to the left, just so that way when they are not stunned and they recover, we are out of their range. So as long as you're quick enough there, you should have no trouble. Once you make it to the top here, we are going to head down to the left and actually take out this bodyguard because it is a very easy position. This bodyguard is just sitting there for us to kill, and it is very easy. So go ahead and take advantage of that. It'll lessen the work we have to do later on, which is next to none. So, you know, it's up to your preference in the end, but very easy kill over there to take care of the secondary objective. 1 out of 3 taken care of. Now, moving on, we are going to be in this room with the 2 pillars. These guards are going to be coming your way, so just remain behind the first pillar and you should be good. If you want, you can use the helix dash to go between these pillars without getting spotted at all. But if you noticed, I didn't use the helix dash at all and I was able to make it past these guards no problem. You can actually get behind that guard on the right when he travels all the way past that ladder, but you have to be directly behind him, so it is a bit risky. If you check out here, I actually turn on the helix dash, but I don't even use it there. So you can just rotate around that pillar without even using helix dash, and you'll get past that guard, no problem. Once you've made it up to this section here in the rafts, you have another checkpoint, so you're pretty safe to make mistakes and just continue on. So let's do just that. Let's continue on. We are going to be stunning the guard that is right in front of us, and then we are going to be jumping down. You should be fine to just stun him and continue on because these guards shouldn't hear the firecracker go off above them, and you are just good to continue on past them. Once you make it into this room here, be sure to stock up on ammo, particularly the firecrackers in this room here. You don't need the throwing knives, we aren't going to be touching them, but the firecrackers for sure, make sure to fill up on them right there. And once we've made it to this area right here, we are actually in the final sections of this level, and we are going to be going for the final 2 bodyguard kills. So let's get started with moving through this area. We are actually going to head all the way to the left of this area. This is the route that I personally take. I think it is mirrored, but I found the left to be a lot easier to navigate compared to the right side. So just get behind the guard that is on the left over here, wait for them to turn around. Then we are going to quickly stun them because that guard does turn around very quickly. Then we are going to get to the ledge that is closest to the screen, so that way we can get behind this guard up here and up their ladder. On this ledge there is a location for a bodyguard, but since we killed the bodyguard earlier, we don't have to worry about this specific ledge, and we can continue on to the next bodyguard. We are just going to wait for them to turn around and wait for an opportunity to take them out and perform a slide assassination. So once we have killed the second guard, we are going to go to the ledge on the right side and kill the third and final bodyguard before we take out our target. So once again, just a slide assassination, very quick kill. Then we are going to return to the middle section on the rooftops over here, and then wait for our target to get into position, then go for our assassination. So wait for the target to just end up below us, then we are going to drop and assassinate.
Where is Zhang Yong?
Closer than you would care to imagine.
He is here. In Nyan.
You think you're so smart that you could play us? We know about Wang Yang Ming. As you hunted me, Zhang Yong hunts him. Soon, you will truly be the last of your kind.
Alright, and that is the end of this memory. As long as you had made sure that you performed only Shadow Gold encounters, and you didn't kill anyone unnecessary, and you made sure that you killed all 3 of the bodyguards throughout the level, easiest done at the end of the level, of course, like I previously mentioned and I showed, you will have gotten the highest score of 1200 points. So I hope this video was able to help you. Please stick around and subscribe to my channel for more content like this one, and I hope to see you in Memory 8. Take care, everybody.